Good morning, everybody. Well, if you went to the CNN webpage and clicked on U.S. News, this would be the first story you came across. Let's take a look at it. Latinos were going to college more than ever, but COVID 19 is forcing many to drop out. This story by Nicole Chavez. Let's take a few moments to consider this. She shows two Latino men. Interesting in that just being men in college makes them a minority. In 2019, the latest year for stats, 56% of all people in college were women. Just having that odd bit dangling between your legs made you a minority. But she chose these two men in particular, Efren Berenice and Israel Damandel. And I could see why she chose them. These are two outstanding young men. They both had full ride scholarships. Efren, the man on the left, he was going to HPU, Hawaii Pacific University. The man on the right had his full ride going to Yale. That's not the only thing that's the same about these men, besides having full ride scholarships. They both gave up their scholarships so they could stay home and help out their families. Efren here, he's going to be going back to HPU, but he's lost his full ride and he's only getting a partial. So let's talk about him first. College has changed a lot since I went to college. Yeah, I went to college for one whole semester, dropped out, and never looked back. My lack of college education hasn't hurt me none, but times have changed. Here are his choices. He's talking about getting a part-time job. Yes, he's going to need at least a part-time job, not only to cover his college expenses because he's no longer on a full ride scholarship, but some living expenses too. I don't think a part-time job is going to do it, and I bet you don't think so either. In fact, we know he's not going to do it. He's going to wind up going into debt big time to complete his college degree. Now, this article never says what he's going to HPU for. I hope he's getting a STEM degree, something that will pay well. A lot of people are going to college and picking up worthless degrees. If you go to college and pick up a degree in the cinematic arts, if you go to college and pick up a degree as an English major, if you go to college and pick up a degree in feminist studies, your odds of ever being able to use that degree to get yourself a good paying job are almost zero. So I would hope that if Efren continues in his pursuit of a college degree, it's worthwhile. I am much more confident in Israel on the left. With his full ride scholarship to Yale, he wanted biomedical engineering. However, he's made a mistake too. This article said instead of going to Yale because he's the sole support for his family, he's opted for virtual courses, otherwise known as online courses, which means he's not really going to Yale at all. He's just going to be sitting at home in front of his computer taking courses that way. It's not going to be the full college experience. He's not going to be able to talk with his professors in the same way. His degree just isn't going to be worth as much. I would beg this man to reconsider, to go to Yale. Like I said, I don't know what Efron is studying for. I can only hope it's a STEM degree like Israel is studying for, and I hope that Israel doesn't complete his whole 4 years with online courses. I hope that after 1 or 2 semesters of online courses, he walks onto that campus.